Boom shakalaka, what's going on guys? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today I have an episode for you about SyncFab and the MFG token and the upcoming ICO they have worth taking a look at. But before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone subscribing, thank you to everyone mashing on that like button, and guys, if you want to find out how to win a free Ledger Nano S, stay tuned. Now, SyncFab, right here, this is their token sale website, so they have the MFG token, and basically what they're aiming to do is SyncFab revolutionizes the manufacturing supply chain by connecting buyers directly to hardware manufacturers through the blockchain. All right, industrial internet of technology, using the blockchain to help connect buyers, sellers, make things easier, reduce prices, cut overhead, all these fun things. So let's take a look at how this works. Well, the problem with today's manufacturing processes, number one, difficult for small businesses because the big businesses, they have the money, they have the ongoing relationships, they can just kind of like dominate everything. So for the small guys getting into the industry or ones that just need small things done instead of big things, it's really difficult for them. Also, there's a very opaque procurement process. So one of the things about the blockchain, it adds transparency. It helps reduce this opaqueness of the procurement process. Also, outdated technology. So we always want to be on the forefront of technology. This allows us to do it. And little or no IP protection. But SyncFab helps solve that stuff for both hardware innovators and manufacturers. Basically, for the innovators, it allows them to find the people who can make those things. And then for the manufacturers, it eliminates the marketing costs for them because basically they just use the SyncFab platform, and this enables it to do them for them. Now, SyncFab is an existing business in California. They've been around for quite a while, and I'll show you in a little bit their roadmap. But basically, they're a supply chain management tool to procure, track, and organize your local parts production. So, how can this work? Well, let's say, for instance, somebody in California needs a part made, okay, little metal part, like CNC machining, okay. I watch a lot of car shows. On car shows, they're making everything out of CNC machining. So like they make alloy wheels, they make any type of metal, whatever. You just basically put it in this machine and just like, it's like digital printing before digital printing, but with metal, okay. And so basically, let's say someone in California needs this, but every single CNC manufacturing shop in California is completely booked, backlogged, everything. However, next to California, and maybe next to California, in Colorado, they have a whole, I mean, maybe there's no business going on there. Everybody's busy with the, you know, what I'm saying. So like maybe things are slower in Colorado. And so they can actually, through SyncFab, they can get it done in Colorado. So it's made for them almost instantaneously and then shipped back to them by UPS, by whoever, all tracked on the blockchain for transparency so you can know where everything's going, so you can track it, Internet of Technology, all this fun stuff. But SyncFab already has partnerships with the US Department of Energy. They have some other things going on there. They do all types of CNC, so welding, milling, turning, and mill turn, all right? And basically how they help people, so lower minimum. So instead of having to have these huge orders, you can do it with smaller orders because you can source it with whatever shops are able to complete those orders up to your specifications. Also faster production, so instead of having to wait months, maybe even years for it to be done locally, you can have it done immediately somewhere else and then just shipped to you. Also real-time updates, so you know what's going on through the blockchain, and industry certified. Getting it done with them, super simple. You have an idea, you submit the idea, you find the best quotes, and then you get it done. There's a guy here, Brad Butler, from Bicycle Coffee Co. One of the things that SyncFab is aiming to do is reshoring. So I guess in like the 90s, early 2000s, everything was like offshoring. All because in the United States, stuff is expensive. People want to get paid a lot. Okay, I'm not arguing that. But because of that, other places people don't want to get paid so much, or they're just not used to getting paid so much. So offshoring it, having stuff done elsewhere, like in China or wherever else, that's why everything says made in China, you can get it made for less money. But the problem with that is jobs. Everybody wants a job, okay? Everybody wants jobs. That's what every presidential candidate runs on, jobs. So by reshoring jobs, so by bringing these jobs back to the U.S., that's one of the things SyncFab is doing. And this guy, Brad Butler, what he says, if you want a product made in the United States, you can either start searching now and in 2 years find somebody, or go directly to SyncFab, where you're going to end up anyways. So you might as well just cut out the middleman and go to SyncFab. All right, they're trusted by companies large and small. Now, here's a nice thing about how it works. Okay, so basically you have your plans, you have your ideas, and SyncFab connects you with all the different machinists that you need to get that stuff done. So basically you can search for local machine shops or even ones not so close. You can review their qualifications and then compare and approve the shops. Now, they have worked, the machine shops have worked with innovative companies. You might have heard of these, small companies. You might have heard of these. Google, Amazon, Tesla, Lockheed Martin. Maybe they're small companies. You might have heard of them. Maybe if you're savvy, maybe if you keep your ear to the ground, you might have heard of them. But they've worked with some of those small companies. But yeah, so basically you submit what you want done with your project, and then they will give you a whole bunch of quotes, the machine shops. You pick out whichever one works for you, and then all of it gets done. You get your shipments, and they're all tracked and everything on the blockchain. Now guys, SyncFab, like I said, they've been around for a while. They have quite a history. So, back in 2013, they got started in LA, but they've been doing all types of things since then, including, everybody always likes to look at the big things, but look at where is it? Right here. White House and Department of Energy announced SyncFab inclusion in National Clean Energy Smart Manufacturing Innovation Partnership. Pretty rad, right? Oops. All right, so what more? The other things, okay, so this is back on their token sale website. Look at these ratings from ICO Bench 4.3 out of 5, another 4.3 out of 5. Angel has a 97 out of 100, Track ICO 5 out of 5. So they do that. Their website is nice. They talk about how they benefit the innovator and the manufacturer. So both people are benefiting from using the SyncFab platform and how it works. Again, these are just reiterating points that I spoke before, but cheaper and higher quality parts, on-demand purchasing, tracking, all that, connecting with local networks, secure transactions through smart contracts, eliminating marketing costs for manufacturers, guaranteed payments through smart contracts, complete control of pricing, and less headaches. So that's all how it works. And look at that. They've even had interviews by the Dollar Vigilante, by Crypto Bobby. So all of that stuff going on. And they have a lot of partners there. Now, they have their MFG token sale, which is going on now. They're almost done. They've almost reached their soft cap, which I believe is $15 million. So halfway there, their hard cap is $30 million. So they've almost reached that. All right. Their roadmap right now, they're at the token sale, but they've been around for a while. Their token sale is going on now. Okay. And then coming up in Q2, their token, the MFG token, is going to be integrated into the existing 2.0 platform. Then Q3, they're going to format the buyer blockchain smart contracts. Q4, format manufacturer blockchain smart contracts. And in 2019, which would be next year, launch SyncFab 3.0 decentralized smart manufacturing blockchain platform where we can have industrial internet of things on the blockchain. All right, cool. This here is a really good article I found. It was just recently published on the Bitcoinist, but they talk about how it works and the benefits of it. And so it was a very thorough article. I just figured you guys, if you want some extra reading, you could go look up this Bitcoinist article, SyncFab to create manufacturing jobs through the blockchain. Now also guys, they're very active on their Twitter. All right, now here is the white paper. I know you guys love reading white papers. This one is a lengthy one. It takes a little while to read, but it is a good white paper. It gives you a good overall view of where they are, where they're going, what they're doing. However, for those of you out there who don't want to read a white paper, they have a one-pager. And very thorough one-pager. Tells you everything about what's going on. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the soft cap is 15 million. They're almost there. So by the time you're seeing this video, because I'm making it a couple days before I'm posting it, they may be there. But they also have the hard cap of 30 million. So there's still time to get in on this thing. Basically, it tells you what they're doing. So the revolutionizing manufacturing by connecting buyers directly to hardware manufacturers, cutting out the middleman, saving profits, doing all that stuff, and putting it all on the blockchain for transparency, less fees, all of that stuff. All right. Now, here is an image showing you how everything works in the system. But, guys, so what do we look for in ICOs? Well, first thing, working prototype, working platform. They have that, okay? Second, team of heavy hitters. Well, let's take a look at the team. All right, so the CEO, Jeremy Goodwin, well, he served as the EVP and CFO of China Advanced Construction Materials Company, leading it to a peak performance of 2,000 employees and NASDAQ IPO. All right, so previously worked on a big company in China, China Advanced Construction Materials. Okay, Chinese know how to manufacture things. He's in charge of a manufacturing company, SyncFab. Yeah. Okay. How about this? Andy Tong, their chief strategy officer. He is behind MMOABC, which is one of the top online game portals, which has millions of monthly visitors. So he's able to draw people in. Okay, so team, there's also a whole bunch of other people on the team. You can go on the website and take a look at the rest of the team there. But, so team heavy hitters. Advisors, yeah, haven't seen many teams with advisors like these, okay? So how about Mike Jones from MySpace, from Dollar Shave Club? How about Gil Pancina, eBay, PayPal? How about this one, the Dollar Vigilante himself? All right, I really respect this guy. So Jeff Berwick, Dollar Vigilante. How about some other names? Like, look at these things: Crypto Coin News, JP Morgan, Raytheon, UCLA, Apple, all these different things. So they have people who have worked for big businesses. So it's good to have good, strong advisors helping them guide them. And also, I mean, all these names behind them. Here's another one, like him or not. Okay, here's another one. Roger Ver, all right, making friends with the SyncFab team. So interesting there. But where were we going? All right, so we have working prototype. We have team of heavy hitters. We have advisors of heavy hitters. We have a roadmap that they could potentially quite complete. Good blockchain solution. I mean, Internet of Things, that is it. And then this is the industrial Internet of Things, potentially $500 billion projection by 2020. Not for this company by themselves, but overall industrial technologies, industrial Internet of Things, $500 billion. That's a lot of money. So like I said, guys, if you are interested in this one, make sure you read their white paper. You can check out their token sale page at blockchain.syncfab.com. You could also check out their website, which is syncfab.com. All right. And then lastly, guys, for those of you who just stuck around just to win that free Ledger Nano S, go to crypto-love.com/training up top where it says enter to win a free Ledger Nano S. You can click there. And then lastly, those of you who just hang around and listen to the sound of my pretty voice, thank you so much. You're my favorites. I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. And yeah, all right. Peace.